Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Salaam Alaikum Dear brothers and sisters. Today is the second day of the month of Ramadan, and we are here with the examination of today's dua in this episode of Ramadan's Daily Inspirations. Before we start, I have to mention 2 points. One, whenever I recite a verse of the Holy Quran or mention a hadith from the Holy Prophet or the Ahlulbait alayhimus salam, the source of that will be mentioned down in the descriptions below the video on YouTube. And the second point is that these videos will be provided with Urdu subtitle. So if you want to watch the video with Urdu subtitle, just use the caption feature on YouTube and activate the subtitles. Now let's read the dua together. Allahumma qarribni fiha ila mardatik. On this day, bring me closer to your satisfaction. Make me walk on the path towards your satisfaction. وَجَنِّبْنِي فِيهِ مِنْ سَخَطِكَ وَنَغْمَاتِكَ. Keep me away from your anger and punishment on this day. وَوَفِّقْنِي فِيهِ لِقِرَاءَةِ آيَاتِكَ بِرَحْمَتِكَ يَا أَرْحَمَ الرَّاحِمِينَ. Grant me the opportunity to recite the verses of the Holy Quran by your mercy, O the most merciful. So the first thing that we are asking for, God's satisfaction, is actually the best thing that we can ever ask for. It is the greatest blessing that Allah can bestow upon a believer, according to the Holy Quran, where God says in chapter Tawbah, verse number 72, where He starts to describe the promises that He makes to the believers, the promise of the gardens in the heaven, the beautiful rivers, the mighty mansions, and the fact that you will live in them forever. And then He says, but above all of this is Allah's satisfaction, and that is the greater achievement. So we hear that as a believer we will reach to the heavens and we will have all these blessings and live in that luxury forever, but they are nothing compared to Allah's satisfaction. So how should we know if Allah is satisfied with us or not? According to Al-Mu'minin alayhi salam, if you are satisfied with Allah, Allah is satisfied with you. What does it mean for me to be satisfied with Allah? It means that I should look at myself, I should look within and see if I'm satisfied with what Allah has given me in this life. I should understand what kind of a person I am. Am I the kind who constantly complains about everything? I don't have that car, I don't have that house, I'm not healthy, I'm ill, I'm not friends with that cool guy. Am I the kind who complains about everything? Or am I the kind that looks at what he has and says, Alhamdulillah, thank you, Ya Allah, for what you have given me. If this is what you want to give me, I'm satisfied with it. Well, obviously, the former is not the grateful kind that is satisfied with Allah, and the latter is the grateful kind. So, am I the grateful or am I the complainer? Let's put it to you this way. Imagine that you have a younger brother or sister who is constantly complaining about everything. Is he or she on your nerves all the time or not? Now imagine that you are the kid and you are constantly on Allah's nerves. So do you think that He will be satisfied with you if you constantly complain? No. So be grateful and be satisfied with what Allah has given you. So that's the solution that Amir al-Mu'mineen is giving us to reach Allah's satisfaction. We have other recommendations from the Holy Prophet and Ahlulbait alayhimus salam. For example, the Holy Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam says, if your parents are satisfied with you, then Allah will be satisfied with you as well. If they are angry with you, Allah will be angry with you as well. Imam Baqir alayhi salam says, God's satisfaction is in recognizing, following, and obeying your Imam. So if I recognize who is my Imam, and I follow him and I obey him, I will make Allah satisfied with myself. وَجَنِّبْنِي فِيهِ مِنْ سَخَطِكَ وَنَقْمَتِكَ. Allah's anger or wrath is the thing that you should try to be as far as possible from it. So, especially on this month of Ramadan, that we are a guest of Allah, we don't want to make our host angry. We don't want to be rude. So we should try to avoid whatever makes Allah angry with us. وَوَفِّقْنِي فِيهِ لِقِرَاءَةِ آيَاتِكَ بِرَحْمَتِكَ يَا أَرْحَمَ الرَّاحِمِينَ. On this day, on this month, please grant me the opportunity, the tawfiq of reciting the Holy Quran. When we Muslims talk about the Holy Quran, always the elephant in the room is the fact that we don't respect the Quran as much as we should. We all know that we take Quran for granted and we don't recite it as much as we should. We all know that on the Day of Judgment, the Qur'ans that we put away in our house and we don't recite them, they will complain about us. We all know that. So let's put a stop to it. Let's seriously, wholeheartedly ask Allah to give us tawfiq to become friends again with the Quran and start reciting it every day. And after a month, after the Ramadan finishes, it would become a habit for us. And we would no longer be away from the Holy Quran. Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, in a very beautiful hadith, says that our hearts will become rusty, like the metal will become rusty, and the only thing that will make it shine again is the recitation of the Holy Quran. So when you put the metal next to the water or moisture, it will become rusted, it will become rusty. And our hearts and our souls, when we put it next to the dunya, its distractions and the sins, it will become rusty. And the cure for that is reciting the Holy Quran. Inshallah, all of us have the opportunity to recite the Holy Quran every day. Thank you, brothers and sisters, for watching. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.